Hello, Angie Gerber here, and welcome to my podcast, Awareness. Once you know, you can't unknow. A place you can come to start thinking and shifting your thoughts to finally create the results you truly, truly desire. It'll shift your mindset and give you strategies to get out there and get it done. Let's get started. Hello, and on today's episode, I am going to talk about the power of 5. I may have mentioned it in past episodes, but my current coach, Arash Vossoughi of Voss Coaching Co., he's Bob's right-hand man, worked with him, coached with him, went from being in debt $150,000, just lost his job. He said there's a foreclosure sticker on his garage, 3 weeks from getting married, and lost his job. And that's when he decided to hire Bob Proctor. And he'd worked with him up until the day Bob left this earth. He was his best student. He was an amazing coach, but he listened and did exactly what Bob told him to do. And now he started his own coaching company. And I thought, if I can't be coached by Bob any longer, who better than his protege and the guy who Bob, pretty much groomed to take over for him. So I am just so thrilled to have hired Arash and Voss Coaching Co. to help me with my next level up. I, again, think everyone should always have a coach. Think about the most elite people in this world, the top CEOs, the athletes, the people that are doing things and going places and wanting more results, want to become better every day. They have coaches, they have advisory boards, they have multiple advisors and coaches helping them. So if you intend to go anywhere or get that quantum leap or that goal that you don't know how you're going to do it, you just know you want to do it, find someone that's done what you intend to do and hook your cart to that horse, because wherever they're going, you listen to them, you do what they say, you follow them, you ask tons of questions, and you just lean into it. By hiring a coach or a mentor that's done what you intend to do or that can help you level up will take years off the process. So that's exactly what I've done. And so much amazing information. And I will give credit where credit's due. Arash talks about the power of 5, and I just think it's so amazing and wanted to bring it to you all. So the power of 5, the overview is its decision, discipline, standard, self-image, and attitude. And doing a bit more of a deep dive on this. So decision. Have you set a goal? Do you know where you're going? Because if you wake up every day and you don't have a goal, where are you going? What are you doing? What are you striving for? What are you pushing towards? What are you, wanting to be better at? Where are your 10,000 hours going towards mastery? It's really important to have a goal. And I know through statistics that over, take 100 people, 95 to 96 of them don't have a goal, irrevocable, committed decision goal that they have written down, that they look at every day, that they have become obsessed with in a good way. Do you have a goal? Where are you going? It is so important to make a decision. What is it that you want? And then through the decision, you build habits around that, a mindset around that, you get ideas around the decision. Nothing will happen without the decision. So I encourage you, stop and just think, what decision have you made? And again, the goal, the only prerequisite is that you have to want it. The how is none of your business. That will show, that will become known, but you should not know how to get your big goal. If you do, it is not big enough and it is not worthy of you. So make a decision today. What is your goal? If you could wake up tomorrow and have your perfect, I get to do this, I don't have to do this, what does that look like? What is your passion or purpose? And if you haven't found it, find someone who can help ask the right questions because it is inside of you. It is there. You were born with it. Now you just have to pull it out. And then that's when the fun begins. Let me tell you, it is a rock star journey. It is so fun and amazing. Decision. Irrevocable, committed decision that this is what you're doing. And once you have that, now you create the disciplines. What does your morning routine look like? What time are you waking up? And what time are you going to bed? What are you looking at and reading right before you go to bed? That's going to sit in your subconscious for the 6 to 8 hours while you sleep and get to work. Is it good thoughts? Is it about your goal? Is it about what you want and desire? Or are you thinking about what went wrong? Are you getting anxious about some situation? Are you playing Monday quarterback? Oh, I should have, could have, would have done this. Stop it. It's all in the past and it's not going to serve you. Show up and start thinking about and build disciplines around what will serve you. Become disciplined. What are you feeding your body? What are you doing for exercise? Mentally, what are you reading? What conversations are you having? What A++ players are you surrounding yourself with? And if you can't physically get in the circle, what are you watching on YouTube? What podcasts are you listening to? What are you watching on TV? What are you reading? What are you listening to on Audible? All this is important. Decision, then discipline. Discipline yourselves. It's through the habits you form. And what happens is we will falter. We will have a bad day, and that's okay. Just reset. Don't have more than one in a row. And if you happen to go a couple days or a week, as soon as you can stop, just snap your fingers and stop and reset and start right from where you're at and start again. It's so important because if you miss a day, then you miss 2 days, that will turn into 5 days, that will turn into 14 days, that will turn into months and then years, and it will just go. Because your old programming and your old habitual behaviors and the paradigms that sit inside of you will take over. They will battle you till the very end. Bob Proctor said he said before he left this earth that he would battle his paradigms until the day he left this earth. We all will. It's through the awareness of all of this information that you can start combating and you can start becoming aware and understanding and knowing what's happening instead of waking up like 95% of the population and just doing what you do because that's what you do, because that's what you've always done, because that's what this person did, because what else is there? People don't think. So start thinking and discipline yourself. So many different ways to do this. Make comment if you want some specifics. I'm happy to give you specifics. I can give you so many different options. You need to find the ones that work for you. It's just like sales. It's just like when I tell about prospecting. I can tell you to do it one way, but if it's not inherent in you and if it doesn't light you up and if it's not where you want to show up, number one, you're not going to want to do it. And if you do it and you make yourself do it, the energy is going to be off and the person on the other end of it is going to feel that. So figure out how you want to do this. What disciplines do you want? And commit. Commit to yourself. And then there's the standard. What is your standard? What is your standard for life? What is your standard for your business? What is your standard for your relationships? Work, personal, for your health, for spirituality, for your wealth. What is your standard? Is it where it needs to be? Because I'm going to tell you, if your results aren't what you want them to be, it's not. So raise your standard to what you intend to have, where you want to go. What is that big goal? Start living from there. Start making decisions from that standard versus your current results and where you're at today. Elevate yourself. What does that feel like an hour after your big goal is achieved? Start making decisions and set your standard from that place and connect to it as much as you can throughout the day. When a negative thought comes in, cancel it out and go to there. Use your imagination, the higher faculty that we went through, and your will, intuition, but mostly imagination, and feel it as if it's here and done. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. Use your imagination, set that standard, and make decisions from there. Always raise to your standard, never lower. Don't take your standard down to your current circumstances. Stay where you intend to be. And self-image. We will never outperform our self-image. Your self-image is so very important. You should be working on it every single day. And think about it. In a movie, it's your movie. This is your movie. This is your life. Are you the star in your movie, or are you an extra? Are you a supporting role? Where do you stand? And in your self-image, how do you show up? What can you do to get 1% better every day? What thoughts are you thinking? 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day, 80% of them are usually negative. Start switching that out. When you're catching yourself, switch right away. Use an I am statement, or I'm so happy and grateful now that, or I am bold, I am fearless, I'm successful, I am abundantly wealthy. Whatever it is, start impressing what you intend to be. Where your goal, from your goal, your self-image. Look yourself in the eyes, in the mirror. I can tell you, when I started doing this, it was very uncomfortable. If you haven't done it, it may be, it may not. But look yourself in the eye. Look first in your left eye and say some beautiful things to yourself. Say some I am statements. And then look in your right eye and do the same thing. And just connect to your soul. Your eyes are your gateway to your soul, to your inner being. And start working on your self-image and start saying nice things to yourself, positive things to yourself. Where do you want to go? Who do you want to be? And get rid of the negative as much as you can. Self-image is key. You will not outperform your self-image. And I can tell you, if your goal's big, and it better be big, you should not know how it's going to happen. If it's big enough, you will not get your goal from where you are today. You have to change, have to level up. You have to work on your self-image. You need to show up differently for yourself. So start taking those action steps. Stop caring what other people think about you. You're not going to get there. You're not going to do anything of importance caring what other people think about you. That's where so many people are stuck. Work on your self-image. And attitude. Attitude is a compilation of your thoughts, which give you your feelings, which puts you into action. That's attitude. What is your attitude on life, on circumstances, on situations? When something happens, do you react and go fly off the handle? Or do you take a moment and respond? Do you assess the situation and say, is this going to matter in a minute, a day, a week, a month, a year? Like, how important is it that I actually dig my heels in and just like go all in and react to this situation? Or is it something that you can start looking at holistically and not be triggered so often? I used to get triggered all the time. I still have triggers. We all will until the day we leave this earth. And it's through the awareness that you can start looking around being like, whoa, what just happened? Why am I all of a sudden pissed off? Like, let's just like take a moment here. And you can choose to respond versus react, especially when another person's involved. Because I'll tell you, if you react all the time and you're reacting to everything around you in every circumstance and every conversation, every person, like so many people are right now, you have no power. You're giving it all away. What you need to do is you need to start taking a moment and choosing how you're going to respond and show up and take your power back. Because if you're just flying off the handle at everything, everyone, all the circumstances, situations, being a victim, it's happening to me, not for me. It's so bad. This did this person did that, or my boss is this, or my spouse is that, or my kids are this, or whoever it is. If you're blaming someone else and not taking 100% responsibility for yourself, that's a losing attitude. Start taking responsibility. The two things that you have 100% control over and no one else has control but you are your thoughts, what you're thinking, and your attitude. No matter where you're at in this world, no matter what the circumstances, no matter what's happening, that's it. That's how you get to choose to show up. So what is your attitude? We all can be improving all the time. If you put your 10,000 hours in, put another 10,000 hours in. Go towards mastery, knowing that this is never done. You're always going to be moving towards it. There's always going to be more to know, another person to learn from. Everyone that comes in contact with us is both our student and our teacher. So look for the opportunities of what you can learn from the people around you and what you can leave. Leave everyone with an impression of increase. Make that your attitude of gratitude and really choose to show up and serve and make whomever, whatever situation you come in, better off by the time you leave than it was when you got there. All about attitude. So the 5 power of 5, Arash talks about it. First, a decision, irrevocable, committed decision. Discipline yourself. Figure out what those are, commit to them, and when you falter, get back up, start again. Don't let your paradigms take over because they will. They always do, unless you are aware and you stop it and you reset. Standard. What is your standard? And if you're not living it today, which most aren't, and even if you are, you should always want more. We're made for expansion. Once you get something, you're going to want something else. That's how we are wired. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. So what is your standard? Raise it. Go for the next level. Go for the next quantum leap. Self-image. You will not outperform your self-image. What is your self-image today? What can you do to become 1% better every day? And at the end of a year, you'll need a telescope to look back and to see who you once were. Attitude. Attitude is everything. Thoughts, feelings, and action, which create your results. What is your attitude? How do you show up? How do you choose to show up? Because this is all choice. All choice. It's all us. And that's what I didn't realize until I found this information. I played the victim card, the victim role. Everything was happening to me. Poor me. How could they? All the things, all the reasons, all the excuses, the way that you can take a situation and you can justify it. It's all BS, to be honest. So attitude, 100% your responsibility. No one can make you feel or think a certain way. The way you react is on you. It's because the person that did whatever triggered you held a mirror up and you didn't like what you saw. It reflects right back on you. So start looking at these things, become aware, and just choose one even to start working with. You don't have to work with all 5. Start with one and really focus on it. Put Post-it notes all over your house. Put a recording on your phone. How many times do we touch our phone a day? Hundreds? Make that your screensaver. Make your screensaver something that will motivate you and remind you and get you 1% for the day. Put 1%, whatever it is. But go in today and just choose to level up. I'm here, of course. I would love any feedback, any questions, comments. Subscribe, like, share. Love to get this information out to anyone and everyone. Bob Proctor did such an amazing job before he left this earth. His information's in every country. It's helped millions of people. And I am one of his soldiers that's going to keep it going. So anything that you can do to help spread this word is so greatly appreciated. And again, I'm here. Comment, reach out if I can help in any way. I just make it a great day and start thinking into results and take your power because it's yours for the taking. Have a good one. Thanks for spending some time with me today. And if you like what you heard, feel free to share, like, subscribe, follow, do whatever it is you do. I'd love to get this out to as many people as possible because it truly all does start with awareness. Once you know, you cannot unknow, and it changes everything. And of course, if I can help in any way, I'm here and happy to do so. Until next time, make it a good one.